Hey guys, this is Wildcat Chris Harris, TNA original and one half of 6-time TNA World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted. You are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 237 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, it is the go-home show before Slammiversary. And tonight we are getting the Kevin Nash X Division debut, where he will be wrestling a man that is very similar to Chris Sabin, a carbon copy. Do we know who that opponent is? Absolutely not. We do not know, but we will find out tonight. And we also will find out the last minute hype for Slammiversary. What will change? What will be added? Will we find out who this new authority figure guy is? Probably not, because they've said Slammiversary is when we will. But Dallas, last week's show was not bad. Sure, there's only really one wrestling match that was good, but for the most part, it was okay. I have continued to be mostly disappointed with the build. They are making Samoa Joe and Scott Steiner come across like it's a fucking dream match of like all dream matches.
Yeah,
it's really coming out like it's a heavy fucking hype. Like, oh my god, this is happening. It's a little strong.
And I sort of feel like it's only that way because the way the crowd reacted at Sacrifice. Like, I don't think anyone thought twice about it before that, to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were in the ring together and people were like, wait a second. It's actually interesting, too, because really, this is Samoa Joe's first real competition outside of the X Division. They tried to pretend like Sabu was, but he kind of still falls into, like, the X Division category, where Steiner very clearly does not. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I agree with the Sabu thing. Like that didn't really connect as a like outside the X Division type of.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's apparently a monumental showdown. I don't know if I've really came across that, but I think the draw for this is like Scott Steiner's a hothead, Samoa Joe's like I'll beat the shit out of you type of thing. So.
And he's undefeated.
Okay, yeah, but does anybody really think Scott Steiner is about to beat Samoa Joe?
Some people might think that.
Do you?
No.
There you go.
Do I think it's even going to end clean? Also, no.
I don't realistically know who on this roster right now would be a believable person to beat Samoa Joe, where I wouldn't be like, huh? Really? I mean, well, sure, Styles. I mean, okay, Styles.
That's okay. That's what I was going to say is like, I'm kind of surprised at this point they haven't had Styles beat him.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the Goldberg syndrome, you know? Like the fun is the undefeated part, and then when he has to be defeated, it's like, shit. How do we do it?
Then they act like your career's over and that you destroy a company and stuff, but you know.
No, the numbers don't lie.
That'll put some butts in the seats.
I really hope that Jeff Jarrett's the guy that beats him.
Well, that's the other thing too, right? There's that.
I mean, if this were to happen in the asylum and Jarrett did that, there would probably be a riot.
Yeah, I'd say so. And this all being said, too, I think it's really interesting because his focus is elsewhere at the moment. He still is the X Division champion. But because of this Kevin Nash storyline, the X Division is still a focus. It's just in a different way. And it's like the title isn't really, it's like almost secondary to the division right now because he's not obviously defending it against Scott Steiner, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, it's definitely more comedy.
Right.
For the X Division with Nash. I don't know how, or I don't understand how it would be a positive thing for Nash to just like beat.
He has to lose. He's got to lose to Saban.
Saban has to win that.
Unless he beats Saban and then you extend it another month, which I kind of feel like is what they might end up doing.
Saban at some point has to win.
Yes, that's what I think as well. Well, this all being said, we can talk real quick about what happened last week, match card wise. And Bob, we have some very fun stuff to talk about in today's episode, including the next set of UWF TNA shows.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be talking about those. We enjoyed talking about them last time. I figure we'll do it again. But on our last episode, the June 8th, 2006 edition of Impact, as we have already mentioned, Sting defeated Scott Steiner by disqualification in 9 minutes and 30 seconds after Jeff Jarrett got involved. So that happened. Then Samoa Joe was supposed to have a match, but that's when they had the confrontation with Scott Steiner because Steiner said, "I'm not leaving." Then we saw Sanjay Dutt defeat Gerald Clark in 3 minutes and 23 seconds in a match that was pretty much the only reason it was happening is because Conan decided to cross the border and come over to the American announce team down west of Mike TNA and talk a lot of trash. And whoa, was he saying some crazy stuff. So it was pretty good. And then in the main event, Chris Sabin and the James Gang defeated Team Canada's A1 Bobby Roode and Eric Young in 9 minutes and 48 seconds. And then after that match, we saw Rhino come out, goes after Bobby Roode, and then the whole thing just freaking broke down, baby.
Yeah, which you would think would be the go-home show.
Right. It was a great ending. And actually, that wasn't even the official ending. The real ending was when Christy Hemme came out, marched around the entire ring.
Did a split on the apron.
Did a split on the apron in a very short miniskirt. And then she walked over to Don West, put her leg up on the table in a manner that you could definitely look up her skirt. And then she pulled a letter out of her boot and handed it to Don West from the new face of TNA management, who we will see at Slammiversary. They officially said it. We're not actually going to see him on TV before that. And it read that it's official. Samoa Joe against Scott Steiner. So
well, it's nice to know that you're not a gentleman and you would look up her skirt.
It's not a matter of would. It's a matter of she made it very clear. Here's my leg. I'm wearing a very short skirt. Right.
So then you just don't look.
She was it would have happened, I'm sure.
Well, don't. Just because she's wearing a short skirt doesn't mean you can look up and see her hoo-ha.
No, we're on TV. We can't do that.
Yeah, so don't be doing that.
Right. Okay. Anyway. As Bob's freaking talking about camera rooming.
I'm not saying I'm looking at nothing.
Okay. So let's talk about some news and notes from the Observer. We're going to start off with, we're going to talk about some rating stuff at first. We're going to talk about those UWF shows. And I have a very interesting interview that I think you're going to be interested to hear about.
Oh, boy.
So let's start off. The combination of the NBA Finals and the MTV Movie Awards hurt The Ultimate Fighter in its key demos on June 8th and may have kept TNA from doing its record rating. This is so sad.
The MTV Movie Awards? And
the NBA Finals.
Remember when the MTV Movie Awards were a thing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is it still a thing? I don't think it is. Right? Is it?
I don't know. I have no idea. When TNA taped its show and put Steiner vs. Sting on, the goal was to do a record rating, and in particular, a monster first quarter. However, when the realization hit about the competition, there was a recognition that it was probably going to be tough. The show did a 1.01 rating and a 1.2 million viewers. Its normal level of viewers, but also down to just 1.27 in males 18 to 34. I dropped 26% from the prior week. And actually, for the first time, and Dave says, I don't know when the show's ended, so that may play a part, TNA gained audience when it usually falls. So Sting vs. Steiner did a 1.09 first quarter, down from usual. However, the second quarter, based around the Steiner-Samoa Joe build-up and confrontation, increased to a 1.12, the best TNA has ever done in that quarter. The combination of Sanjay Dutt versus Jarrell Clark, which was really a backdrop for the Conan promo, and the Team 3D promo in Philadelphia, fell to a 0.89. Show picked up with Team Canada versus James Gang and Chris Sabin, and the announcement of Joe versus Steiner to a 0.91. So what a roller coaster. Their ratings. And that's
I'm not surprised by the dip there.
Interesting. Yeah. I guess I'm not really either. I think that was, they were hoping for a bigger number in the beginning, but I think it kind of still happened how they were thinking.
Yeah.
So, interesting stuff. Okay, listen to this interview. I feel like this came out of left field, but maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. So, Paul Heyman did an interview, and he talks a lot about TNA. So, he says, quote, I don't think TNA is even a consideration. I don't think TNA is even a consideration to anyone in the industry. I wish they were, but the problem with TNA is they never branded themselves. They took a bunch of guys, whether they had legitimate gripes with WWE or in WWE. It doesn't matter. They took a bunch of guys who came on TNA, and instead of saying, this is my opportunity to brand TNA, this is my opportunity to create a new style, all they would say is, I've been held back. I wasn't given an opportunity. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. And now I'm going to have it. It says, nobody cares if you've been held back or not. People want to be entertained. It's like if Sylvester Stallone doing a Rocky movie saying, I wanted it to be a different script. Who cares? Screw you. Entertain me. What they do in TNA is sit there and bitch and moan about their WWE experiences instead of selling you on a TNA experience. Another thing they did in TNA wrong, in my opinion, is they didn't brand new stars to be their stars. They didn't make Samoa Joe their star. They didn't make Abyss their lead star. They should have taken these lead guys and branded them so that they are TNA stars. That's it.
He's not wrong.
Some big words here.
Paul Heyman knows what he's talking about.
Generally.
Okay, don't marginalize it. He does.
No, I don't think he's totally wrong.
He's not wrong. He's right. They've tried to brand themselves as some kind of alternative.
Well, they are.
Yeah, but
they are an alternative.
Okay, but when you bring in, almost monthly at this point, we're bringing in guys that have a gripe with WWE. It kind of turns into a bunch of castaways of guys that are like, we don't like WWE.
Oh, I do agree with that.
Which is his point of saying they're not making these homegrown stars. It's like, oh, hey, Christian Cage was here. It was at WWE. He's pissed off. Now he's here. Rhino was in WWE. He's pissed off. Now he's here. Team 3D. They were WWE. But then they got pissed off. They left. They came over here. That's just a constant trend of, rinse and repeat. And then he's also probably saying, like, Sting is a WCW guy. Kevin Nash, WCW WWE guy. Scott Steiner, focusing so many guys that are not
instead of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles,
right.
Abyss. Yes,
that should be realistically your King of the Mountain shouldn't have Sting in it, shouldn't have Christian Cage in it, shouldn't have Ron, obviously Ron shouldn't be in it, but You know, it should be like AJ. It should be Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, you know, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley.
Chris Sabin. Our boy.
Our boy. I don't know.
Boy, Chris Sabin.
I agree. I agree with them. Keep Abyss in there, I guess, but you know, they didn't.
Bob's just a hater, guys. He's just a hater.
No, I am literally.
He's a hater.
I'm literally agreeing with Heyman in saying that there's talented guys there that should be in the main event or, you know, heavily focused upon. Jay Lethal is another one that you could do. You know, he's not a WWE guy. He's a TNA, well, Ring of Honor guy, but, you know, TNA is giving him that first national exposure.
Right.
Yeah, so no, I think that's how. I think he's right. He's also right, you know, when many years down the line when he was having talks with Dixie Carter and stuff about helping to run TNA or whatever, and he was like, well, if you're over the age of 40, you're probably getting fired. And it's like, you know what? Probably should. At that point, you know, you got to go younger. You got to build them up.
Crazy.
I mean, look at ECW, the original ECW. All those stars, for the most part, are what?
Old.
ECW guys.
Oh.
Sure, Raven was like Johnny Polo, whatever, but
yeah, hold on a second.
Different character, it doesn't count. Tommy Dreamer. You know,
well, Rhino and Christian are playing different characters.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's really interesting. I wish I knew what like triggered that interview. Someone must have or something.
I'm sure it's like the ECW reboot.
Yeah, I feel like
the alternative aspect of it and everything.
I feel like he was also probably a little bit bitter about a certain someone that we'll be talking about here shortly, but that's just my other 2 cents.
What the fuck are you bitter about?
I'm going to talk about it in a second. We're going to talk about UWF, and it's mentioned in here.
Oh, do you want me to run down the cards, or you can do that?
If you want to run down the cards first, why don't you do that? And then I have some other pieces that I wanted to pull out. I read through Dave Meltzer's review of, or essentially his review.
Don't steal my total indie notes.
Yeah.
Under, bitch. Okay, so June 9th, UWF TNA Hardcore War, which took place at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And boy, oh boy, here we go. Shark Boy defeated Simon Diamond in 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Jay Lethal defeated Sanjay Dutt in 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Abyss defeated Brother Runt in a hardcore match in 13 minutes and 23 seconds. Tracy defeated Gail Kim in 5 minutes and 27 seconds with Christy Hemme as the special referee. Rhino defeated Jeff Jarrett in 12 minutes and 57 seconds. Petey Williams defeated Jerry Lynn in 12 minutes and 1 second. Samoa Joe successfully defended the TNA X Division Championship in a 3-way match against AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels in 15 minutes and 49 seconds. And the main event is a non-title 3-way tag team street fight where AMW wrestled Team 3D and the James Gang to a no contest in 11 minutes and 21 seconds. Now on television, you would have thought that it was Team 3D and James Gang just straight up.
Right.
But AMW was probably just thrown in there for the fun of it.
A no contest. Isn't that wild?
In a street fight.
That's
TNA. Well, the next day, on June 10th, I'm sure you're able to do the notes.
I can do them both after. Yeah.
Yeah,
We can do that.
June 10th was in Wayne, New Jersey. And it's called Monsters Ball. So I wonder if that's going to have a match in here. It sure does. All right. Petey Williams defeated Shark Boy in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Jerry Lynn defeated Homicide in 12 minutes and 42 seconds. Jeff Jarrett defeated Jay Lethal in 11 minutes and 2 seconds. The James Gang defeated Team 3D in 17 minutes and 15 seconds. Tracy defeated Gail Kim in 4 minutes and 8 seconds with the Shark Boy as a special referee. In a non-title tag team title match, or a non-title match featuring the tag team champions, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels defeated America's Most Wanted in 14 minutes and 38 seconds. And in the main event, which is in another non-title match, the Monsters Ball match, Samoa Joe, who is the X Division champion, defeated Abyss and Rhino in 15 minutes and 14 seconds. And you might be wondering, why is Jay Lethal wrestling Jeff Jarrett on this show? Well, Wayne, New Jersey is like Jay Lethal's hometown. So,
well, there you go.
Gotta get that heel heat.
Yeah. Okay, so here I got some fun stuff that I pulled out from these that I think adds a little context to some of these matches. Not everything, but I think some fun stuff. So, of course, Hermie Sadler promoted these. I actually have the Hardcore War on DVD. I don't think I've ever watched it. I either got that from you or I bought that at Gizmos. I cannot remember.
You definitely didn't get it from me. I've reviewed both of those shows, and they're on WrestlingRecaps.com. There
you go. Well, the first one in the ECW arena drew 1,100 fans, a sellout. And Dave says, in a show that was never once mentioned on television, even though Team 3D actually did the promo from the building that aired on TV the night before, which is the one we saw on our last episode.
Yeah,
he says that he would have promoted the show on television ahead of time, taped an hour there. Different and sometimes better. He says he's a strong advocate that if a TNA house show has looks strong in advance in a nice enough or historic enough location, they should tape it, an hour of it, and essentially use on TV. He kind of talks about how Orlando's good TV base, but blah blah blah. So, anyways,
I kind of see his point there.
I see what he means.
Yeah, but like you said, they literally did promote it. So I don't know what he's talking. Well, they mentioned it. Also, they didn't need to promote it or anything because it was sold out.
Yeah, I mean, right? Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, what else can you do other than 1,100? Nothing. So who cares?
Yeah. A lot of people, of course, as you would expect, Simon Diamond, Brother Runt and stuff, everyone's super over because it's ECW Arena, so he talks about that stuff. But Jarrett fighting Rhino actually was a mystery opponent. That's how it was advertised. And it ended up being Rhino. Jarrett came out with a ton of heat and started running down the crowd. Reportedly, his mic work had the exact opposite of the desired effect as people just grew ambivalent. The crowd instead focused on Earl Hebner with "You screwed Brett" and "You got fired" chants. He mentions how TNA will never get over on its own when people associate its characters from another area in another place. The show ended up being more about ECW and WWE nostalgia than TNA's present, and even with a packed house, that isn't a good thing because you can't thrive for long in any market with just nostalgia. Now, Rhino got a big pop, saying, "I got fired too, but the same guy who fired me is now desperately wants to bring me back." Rhino pinned Jarrett clean after the gore, which I think is another very important thing. After the match, Rhino talked about being offered a chance to go to ECW, but that he was staying with TNA. This is what I was talking about with maybe Paul Heyman was a little mad. And that being said, I can just tell you the note now. Rhino has either signed a new contract or verbally agreed to a long-term deal as he's considered on board. He was the only major player who had been actively pursued about going to ECW since he was the top guy when his contract was expiring soon. So there's that. As Bob noted, Samoa Joe had that three-way match with Daniels and AJ Styles. The crowd was into all three and enjoyed the match. It was a step down from the more famous matches. No shit. It was a untaped show. Joe beat Styles clean with a choke. And then the finish was more of a brawl than a match. So AMW attacked Styles and Daniels and challenged any team in Philadelphia to a street fight. So this is how they ended up getting that main event. So everyone expected Team 3D, but the James Gang came out, and BG came out with a heel promo on the fans. And then finally Team 3D came out and did some mic work. They brawled all over the building. It was mostly 4-on-2. They even left the building. The show ended when Brother Ray called for the fans to throw all their chairs into the ring. Fans started throwing chairs, and all the heels ran off, and that's why it was a no contest. And One chair hit Brother Ray, who didn't look happy. Well, I couldn't have guessed why that would have happened.
Well, why? Okay,
yeah.
If he didn't look happy, you're the one that was like, throw your fucking chairs in the ring.
Throw your chairs.
What an idiot.
Then BG went on the mic and told the fans that they had a great finish planned, but the fans weren't going to see it, and said, "Fuck you." The show finished with a 3D promo and Runt coming out holding a contract for a one-night stand and then ripping it up in the ring.
Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. B. James said on the microphone, "We had a great finish for you, but you're not going to see it."
And then said, "Fuck you."
What in the world?
Yeah.
Why? Why? Why?
I don't know. And then, yeah, they ripped up the one-night stand contract in the ring. It's funny stuff.
What a ridiculous...
It's pretty wild. See, doesn't it make it a lot more interesting hearing some of this context with the show? It's like, what? Like, what in the world happened?
Because I certainly don't remember like the context for like a lot of anything that I watch. So to like hear it again, good. But yeah, no, that's weird. I wonder. I'm just gonna ramble here for a minute. I wonder if Rhino pinning Jarrett clean. Now, obviously, it's a non-televised show, whatever, but it does get released on whatever on DVD. Is it like kind of telling you, hey, we're gonna hype him back up again? Like that's where we see him as being something more than what he's being presented as. I don't know. Babyface Rhino doesn't really work for me. At least in the current incarnation of it. So.
Right. No, I think that's a fair thing to mention.
Yeah. But no, that sounds like a strong card overall.
Yeah. And then on that second night, that was in Wayne, New Jersey, on June 10th, they had 700 fans. And some more interesting context here. The first two rows, which included a meet and greet, went for $125. Which I feel like in 2006 that's a pretty pricey front row ticket.
Yeah. 125.
Yeah.
Well, they have to think of something because their UWF is like always losing money.
Well, right.
You probably got to think of something.
Now they did sell several of those tickets, but did not sell out the first two rows. So
shit.
They were too high. Now rows 3 and 4 were $75, and they only filled row 3 and couldn't sell row 4.
Oh.
Yeah. The rest of the tickets were $25 and $15, which sold well. And the crowd was hot the entire show. You'll also be glad to know, Bob was like, why did Jay Lethal fight Jeff Jarrett? Well, he had another open challenge, and since it was his hometown, it makes a lot of sense. So
yeah,
it was another open challenge.
I believe I remember watching that show, and Jay Lethal's mother is in the crowd.
It literally saes that right here. Yeah. She even hops the guardrail.
Yeah, so Jarrett kind of plays into that a lot. So
yeah. I do. The James Gang worked as heels against Team 3D, and won when Kip hit Devon over the head with a chair. So they were being a little dirty. Tracy beating Gail Kim in a match. That was actually taped for a TNA Knockouts DVD that is coming out soon. So they actually did film that and add that to the DVD, which I found very interesting. Styles and Daniels beating AMW in the non-title match. He says, very confusing. It was advertised as a title match. In the ring intros, it wasn't announced as either a title or non-title. The ref held up the belts before the match to indicate it was a title match, and everyone in the crowd thought that was. They did a double pin with Styles pinning Storm and Harris pinning Daniels. The ref said Styles and Daniels won, but it was non-title. So that was really fucking confusing, apparently. With Joe going over Abyss and Rhino and the Monsters Ball, the crowd was more into Rhino, but he's also the only babyface. So, or true babyface, I guess we could say, really. And then a funny note that he says on the show is that they were apparently selling WWE DVDs and action figures at the souvenir area. Now, technically, technically these shows are UWF shows that use the TNA name, but he said it's still weird something like this would take place.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Okay, there's a clear joke you can make out of this. It's fucking Earl and Dave Hebner.
Oh my god.
So,
well, I think they said they split by this point, didn't they? Like Dave's not doing it with Hermie anymore.
Oh.
But still.
Oh, that's right. So it's just Hermie.
But Earl's still there and stuff. So I mean, that's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, that's pretty funny. That's good.
That's pretty funny. Hey, well,
anything's possible, dude.
So, do you want to buy Armageddon 2005 on DVD? Yeah, we have it on our table. It has Taker, Orton, Hell in a Cell. Sell it to you for $15.
Can't go wrong with that. Okay, well, that's all the pre-show notes. Some pretty exciting stuff. We have a few little things we'll talk about during today's show, but I'm ready to get into this go-home episode before Slammiversary.
I was not expecting that quick of a...
Not bad.
I didn't even open up my fucking show file here.
Oh, okay. Is it going to take a second? I can tell you more.
No, it goes pretty quick for the shorter shows.
Sometimes Bob, guys, it's just the way he is. He's he's slow doing things.
Well, we're good now.
He fights technology usually.
I do. And I usually lose.
I have to warn people that Bob is going to be very grouchy.
That's true.
It's just this is life.
Yeah, I mean, people enjoy my company.
Well, that is true. We do love you. So
there you go. If only I loved myself. Anyway, let's go to the June 15th, 2006 edition of Impact. And once again, is the go-home show before Slammiversary. Hopefully there's some exciting happenings here to get me more amped for the pay-per-view. The approximate runtime for this is 42 minutes, 52 seconds. If you want to watch along with us, head over to TNA Plus or find it in your own personal collection. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say play, that is when we will start the show. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
This is TNA. Oh, the referee has disqualified Scott Steiner.
Christian is going to change history because no champion has ever retained the title of King of the Mountain. I'm impressed that Christian knows the history of the match, considering he's never...
Fair point.
Oh, Lord.
I kind of like these highlight videos they're doing in the beginning of the show to, recap recent stuff. I kind of like them.
Dallas, I've decided we need to do an OVW podcast.
What in the world? Is that what your background is on today?
Yeah, I have it on. I just started a recent episode of it. I have it on mute. I don't know anything that's going on, but some guy has these enormous wings on his back.
Oh.
I don't even know. I don't know what the other point of that was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And if anybody doesn't know what OVW is, it was on Netflix. And they will be sure to tell you dozens of times.
It was a pretty good show.
It was. But you don't need to tell me every fucking 20 minutes.
Well, it doesn't help that the people who are there already probably know about it. So they're just telling people.
Yeah, but it's before every ad break, I guess, that they have on these shows, they're just and be sure to watch us on Netflix. And by the way, here's a trailer for it. And it's motherfucker,
no.
It's been a year and a half.
Oh, dude.
Why are we still showing the trailer?
I don't like that. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's horrible. I think for a while they were trying to get a season 2, and I don't think that is ever happening.
Well, see, I thought it was popular enough that they probably could have, but what do I know? Christian Cage is kicking us off here on Impact.
One of my favorite things on that show, and this is TNA related, was they brought James Storm in.
Oh,
And,
I know. They put him on blast.
Oh, they did, because they were just like, "Oh man, is he is he worth the $600? Can he fill the place?
Can he fill it?
What?" And it doesn't. I think Storm says like it's like a bro deal. Like I'm taking.
Oh,
less
really?
money.
Oh, so he's talked about it?
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like he'd have to. They freaking blow him up on that show. Christian holding the belt upside down like a real champion.
God damn it!
It's not like it's the same shape all the way around. What are you doing? Is it like Sting is like infamous for holding the belts upside down or something?
Sting has, yeah, he's done that. I'm pretty sure Starrcade '97 it's upside down.
Yeah. Christian Cage. Christian Cage.
Also at Starrcade '97, he says something in Spanish,
What?
like to the camera. The guy hasn't talked in 18 months, and he wins something, and he's just like, he says something in Spanish or whatever.
That's hilarious. The champion is feeling pretty damn confident. Oh, then TNA goes, I don't know. The champion's never been in a King of the Mountain match, so. Why are the fans chanting for truth? There's 3 fans chanting truth.
Oh, I thought they were chanting shoot.
No, I thought they were chanting truth. He sucks! Oh, he's talking it slow for Abyss. He said, you cannot beat me. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Ron Killings. The truth. You're the guy who wants it the most. You're the hungriest guy in this match. You know what, Ron? You prove it every time. You're the hungriest guy. What's up? You say it every time. What's up? You say, what's up?
What was the? What?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, well that was a weak one. I sure hope you can wrestle better than you can dance.
Yeah, I don't know. What hasn't been said about Jeff Jarrett already? Oh, Jeff Jarrett already embarrasses himself enough, so. Oh, he's gonna trash talk Sting. Are you kidding? You might not want to hear it, but you're gonna hear it anyway. Uh-oh.
Sting's gonna come out. He's coming out. He's gonna say, "What is it? What do you want to say to me, Christian Cage?"
Damn it. He Sting's like, well, yeah, buddy.
Why are you being a jerk?
Sting's being too casual coming down there right now. I think he needs to be angry.
I mean, he doesn't look thrilled.
Well, he was about to get trash talked for like nothing.
Yes. But you know what? He can't be mad because Christian technically didn't say anything yet. He was going to say something. Ooh.
Oh, you want to steal more of my thunder?
Yikes.
I came to TNA to remove Jeff Jarrett. That's his whole purpose. Number 1 priority right from the start, dude. You think I was born yesterday? I could see it in your eyes. What did you just say?
I don't know.
You're talking about his wrinkles? Is that what he said? I actually respect you, Sting. I respect you more than anything. You're telling me that you only want to stop Jeff Jarrett from becoming the world heavyweight champion? If the title happens to be sitting at your feet, you're not going to take it and climb a ladder and hang it above the ring? Oh. The allure of the belt might be even too much for Sting to handle.
Okay.
My quest is to remove Jeff Jarrett from TNA. Thanks, TNA. You can do it this Sunday. Slammiversary, Sting. The worst thing that happened to this business, to this industry, to TNA, is for Christian Cage to lose the NWA heavyweight title. Do you believe that, Bob? That's the worst thing that could happen?
No. Christian's acting kind of heelish, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. This doesn't have to do with any of you. It has to do with me. This is my time. Yeah, that was a heel promo.
Definitely was. Is he breaking under pressure?
Oh.
Is that what it is?
Meanwhile, Sting's like, okay.
It's all fun and games until you have 4 challengers.
Look at the video picture of Kevin Nash, his X Division debut tonight. Oh, an exclusive footage of James Gang and Team 3D in Philadelphia.
Are they going to show? They got to show footage from Hardcore War, right?
I'd have to assume.
I would have to think they will not show Rhino pinning Jeff Jarrett.
No. There's a little weird Jarrett promo talking about King of the Mountain, but it's also him being like, if the face is who I think it is, this is going to be good.
He thinks it's Vince Russo.
Jarrett's going to steal the gold when Sting and Christian Cage's egos cancel each other out. We're backstage with Kevin Nash and Alex Shelley with JB. It's part of the trilogy. Sucked him in. He accepted the match. Last week, we scouted him in his first X Division match tonight. Ew, and Shelley found him a Sabin-type wrestler. Might as well be a clone from the future. He doesn't look like Sabin so much, though. Oh, he made him wear masks to kind of cover up. Because he doesn't. Oh, we're singing.
What?
Happy Slammiversary, Sabin.
He's really driving that home. Size matters, dude. Oh, diamonds in the rough. Now remember, this team has defeated Styles and Daniels recently. So
unreal. The diamonds in the rough. Can I just say that before we started this podcast, I think I used to think that this team was like one of the coolest teams. Like, oh, dude, I can't wait to see the diamonds in the rough. But they're just a glorified job team.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Your taste in wrestling isn't the greatest.
That's not true. You're the one who, like, drools over that Iron Man match at WrestleMania. Were we just up the skirt of SoCal Val?
Probably. We don't care. Do TNA, we don't care here, okay? We will do questionable things all the time. It's fine.
Oh, shit, that kid's going
very
nuts.
Excited. Yeah, he's very excited.
Conan and Moody Jack, they do not look happy. And you'll be glad to know, Bob, that very soon Homicide and Hernandez are going to be doing tag matches after the pay-per-view. So we have to keep waiting just a little longer.
Oh, that's the note?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, considering Styles and Daniels are probably going to win the titles since it's a last chance.
Oh, you think that'll be like their first contenders?
That's got it.
Ooh. Hey, Samoa Joe story DVD here in the corner. Listen to this. Early indications are the best of Samoa Joe DVD are off to the fastest start in sales of any company DVD to date, which speaks volumes, since that would mean they've somewhat created a star, since they produced DVDs on established names like Raven, Jeff Hardy, as well as the prior best start for a DVD when Final Resolution came out for Sting's return.
Well, Ring of Honor made him a star, and then TNA just poached him. So let's be real.
Didn't have wide audience. They also just talked about the Knockouts DVD with Tracy, Jackie, Gal Kim. That's coming out soon as well.
Gone. I've never been the type of guy to buy comps.
I did.
I don't know.
It was the only way you could watch some of this stuff for so long.
Sure, no, I know, but I'm saying like, if I was at the video store and there was like, Bound for Glory 2005 DVD or Samoa Joe DVD, I'm buying the Bound for Glory. I'm not even thinking twice about it. I guess I don't want to watch the same guy over and over.
Well, right. I guess that's where it's like different. It's like, oh, I want to see the Raven matches, and it's like, okay, I got my Raven DVD.
Right. Like I don't on that DVD. Have you watched it? Oh, Natural's going for Natural Disaster on David Young.
Wait. Oh shit! Wait, Chase Stevens is busted, dude. Wicked bad.
Is he? I thought that was a bandana.
I need to see it again.
Shit. Simon Diamond.
It looked like blood to me. What? He wrapped a chain around his neck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me? 1, 2.
Holy
dude,
shit!
Diamonds in the Rough are getting a tag team title match. I guarantee it.
David Young just pinned Andy Douglas.
They've beaten Styles and Daniels, and now they beat the Naturals. I'm sure the Naturals don't necessarily have any momentum whatsoever, but this is a winning streak.
Look at Simon Diamond just taunting, like, haha.
He's the one that won the match.
No, he's definitely.
He's definitely busted open. That's
because the bandana. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The bandana would be all over his forehead, not just on the left side.
You're right. What DVD were you asking if I bought?
Oh, so the Samoa Joe one. This is one that you did buy, right? Is there a story documentary part, or is it just matches?
So I think the Samoa Joe one I bought later on. But a lot of those comps, I think they have like little mini like segments in between the matches. I don't think it's like documentary style though. Oh shit, Hernandez. Oh, they crossed the border. Now Hernandez and Homicide are going after Andy Douglas, Chase Stevens, and Simon
LAX Naturals, maybe.
Okay. That'd be a good team for them to work with.
That would.
Oh, see?
Well, there was an edit there.
Conan saying stay on that side of the board.
I wonder what Conan said, because they definitely did like a jump edit.
Oh, here's Shane Douglas.
How many times do I gotta tell you to not cross the border? The franchise.
Let me see if I can see if there is a... Oh, no. I don't know if I have this one yet. Okay, I don't have this one yet, so I can't actually tell you if there's anything. Hey, real quick, though, for you, Bob. You know we talk about Goldberg coming in?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, regarding bringing Goldberg in for a feud with Samoa Joe, as it has been talked about, if it can happen, it's still several months away because Goldberg is set to star the remake of the 80s movie Half Past Dead, which begins shooting in July in LA. Shane Douglas.
What in the hell are you two doing?
You squandered the God-given talent you were born with.
The guy got hit with a chain.
Oh, Chris Candido stuff. My best friend and little brother in this business took you guys to the pinnacle. They did it. They won the tag team titles.
Okay, so you know what? It's been like 10 months since we've exploited Chris Candido's death, so I guess this is fine.
Yeah, but at least there is a connection.
Yeah, but like we're kind of exploiting it.
It's wrestling. That's what
All
they
right,
do.
fine. Just justify it some more, then, pal. Okay.
At this point in time, is the only person that it's helping is Sunny anyways? Is it really?
How is it helping Sunny?
I don't know. Because weren't they married or no?
No.
I didn't know.
They were never technically married.
Oh, then that's good then.
She'll say that they were married, but they were never.
Oh, okay. Well, she's in prison, so it doesn't matter.
Because she killed somebody. So.
Yeah, with her car while she was drunk.
That's right. And then she got convicted, and now she has a blood clot in her leg, and she's afraid that she'll die, just like her boyfriend did.
Oh, wow. I did not know any of that part.
That was on TMZ the other day.
Oh, really? Okay, so Shane Douglas is like, "Do you guys want me back?" Crowd's going nuts. But does Andy Douglas and Chase Steven want him?
What the fuck?
I love the glory and adulation. Ooh.
That would explain why he's still wrestling now, 18 years later.
We're going to see the Mega Powers handshake.
Were you at the 2CW show where Shane Douglas wrestled?
Yeah.
And he fucking beat Jay Freddy?
Yeah, I was there.
That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was at that show and I was like, Shane Douglas just beat fucking Jay Freddy. What are we doing? It was horrible. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, we want you as our manager. Yeah.
The franchise is back as your manager.
God. Yeah. You can talk for us now. All right. No. Whoa. Okay.
If I say something, you guys do it. If I say jump, you say how high. If I say drop and give me 10, you give me 20. The franchise, both God and the devil have dibs on his soul. Candido's above watching us. I swear on my blood that I will take the Naturals right back to the top of this business. The crowd's going freaking nuts for this, by the way.
So he's guaranteeing a tag team championship win.
The crowd loved that.
Do you think the Naturals will regain the tag team titles?
I don't.
I'm gonna say no.
Which is really disappointing for the record.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'll get a tag team title shot.
Yes.
A couple of times.
Absolutely.
I don't think they're gonna win it.
No. Well, here's a note for you as we're at the commentary table. Spike is running a special on July 27th at 9 p.m., tentatively titled The Women of Spike. The show is to go behind the scenes and give backgrounds on the prettiest women who appear on the network. So, Bob, you'll be glad to know that Christy Hemme and Gail Kim are being featured, but Tracy Brooks wasn't listed. There's also someone named Rochelle Leah from the UFC who's being featured as well. Slick Johnson ran out here. He's got incredible news. He wants to see Larry Zbyszko right now. I'm going to see if he needs anything. I think we're seeing
Slick is so annoying.
We're seeing way too much him.
Oh,
I have a note about him too. Mark Johnson, the ref who wears the shorts and has so much TV time in the Larry Zbyszko angle because he's tight with Jeff. He took to wearing shorts because he had an idea to play a soccer ref, and he pulled out like yellow and red flags, like the cards. But that was nixed. So now he's pushing to be a heel manager.
Wait a minute. He wanted. Hang on a minute. He wanted to pull out yellow and red cards.
Yeah, and be like a soccer ref.
Here?
Yeah, and they said no.
Oh. Well, wasn't he wearing shorts in WCW?
I thought he was too, but
I'm pretty sure he was. But now he wants to be a heel manager. For who?
I don't know.
The fuck would he be a heel manager for?
We're seeing Samoa Joe, like, little video package, hyping up his match with Scott Steiner. And if you're watching along with us, we're at 22 minutes, 50 seconds into the show.
I mean, I will say this has been flying by.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
That promo by Christian where he's a heel, I mean, he absolutely should be a heel. But I feel like his insults, especially to Ron, were not good. Hey, Abyss, you'll never be.
You'll never have a vein like that.
Hey, Ron, I hope you can wrestle better than you can dance. Okay. Where'd you earn that undefeated streak? In the X division? Yes, Scott.
I'm gonna bust you up.
Beat you like a dog.
I'm gonna beat you like a dog.
Beat you like a dog.
Still to come, he is doing his X Division debut. But we're going to Philadelphia first for this Team 3D and James Gang situation. Oh, just kidding. We're back from commercial with a Ron Killings promo. A video package, I should say. Yeah, a bunch of ass whooping around in there.
Do you think Ron Killings will ever win the NWA title again? Or?
No.
Makes sense for him to be in King of the Mountain then.
Gotta have someone to beat.
Yeah, what if everybody that qualifies just they pin Ron and nobody else? Ron just constantly goes into the penalty box.
Kevin Nash has a new song.
He does.
I just used Kevin Nash's song on a recent video, but now I got to do it again because it's a different song.
That,
Why does it sound so familiar? What is this?
It's a song.
Yeah. I like his other one better, I think.
I don't know. I can't think of it. And I'm sure people listening to this are like, guys, this is a fucking song from the fucking 80s. How do you not know it? That's not fucking driving me nuts.
Who is his opponent going to be? He's a Chris Sabin clone with a mask on, we've been told. I have a new idea.
It's going to be a little guy.
Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, it's Mr. X.
Am I right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. That was a good guess.
It just makes sense for Kevin Nash to, size matters. So, of course, he's going to go complete opposite.
Dude, Kevin Nash looks nervous.
Oh, TNA just used the M word. Vertically challenged. Oh, my God. TNA's going heel.
Now, do you want me to blow your mind right now, Bob?
You're going to tell me who that is?
Yeah.
Is it Short Sleeve Samson?
It is not. Although he did lose to Short Sleeve Samson in 2006.
Oh, is it T.O.?
No, that's close too. It's actually Todd Stone. And if you're waiting, hey, who is that? He wrestled Puppet on this third ever pay-per-view show we watched.
Oh, shit.
So it's not his official TNA debut, just for the record, if you're keeping track.
Right. Nash, I think, just said that he knows that it's Chris Sabin underneath that mask. It's fucked up. So
okay, the bell has
Sabin
rung.
And Lethal are watching this show or watching this match backstage on a couch.
Oh, high knee. Knee lift. After he was holding his head, and of course he can't reach him. Most people can't. Oh, he got down on a knee, dropped an elbow to the back of the head of Mr. X. Choke slam on his knees. Okay, that was funny. Oh, is he going for the cover? Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Kevin Nash from the bottom rope with a splash.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's throwing up the axe, dude.
He's doing the new Jack Axe.
Dude. Oh, my God. This is so funny.
Oh, no. A chair's been slid into the ring.
Now what are Kevin Nash actually up to?
What is he doing?
Oh, he did a big boot from the seat after Shelly Irish whipped Mr. X. It's almost like a bad comedy routine. Yeah, well, you got that right.
Why am I laughing then?
Because it's funny.
This is classic.
Oh, Shelly is cheering him on. Oh, jackknife powerbomb to Mr. X. Oh, he grabbed the tights even and he pinned him. I didn't think Nash was going to win his first X Division match, but he did. Oh, shit. Dude, he's exhausted.
Well, I mean, that was probably the greatest work rate match for Kevin Nash. To be fair.
What an ass. Here we go. Global Impact. We are showing footage of the thing that Dave was just bitching about that they weren't showing footage of.
Well, because they weren't promoting it, even though it was sold out.
From the unbelievable action of the X Division.
The crowd looks like it's fucking going ape shit for this stuff.
To the beautiful TNA knockouts as they zoom in on Tracy's chest and show Christy Hemme lifting up her skirt.
Yeah.
Well, that looks sick. The show looks pretty good. Whoa! What the heck was that? Oh, they're trying to make it seem like AMW wasn't in this match.
But there, you can clearly see them in.
Yeah. Oh, there's the chairs. Here's the chair thing.
Yeah.
Can you see him get hit with one of them? Or did they edit it out? We had a good finish for you, but fuck you. Oh, the face of TNA management in the building. Oh, but next, we have our 8-man tag team match main event. This is the one can't miss pay-per-view event of the summer.
Yeah. Until next month when No Surrenders is like, this is a pay-per-view you cannot miss. You just said that last month. I trusted you. And then what? Hard Justice? This is a pay-per-view event.
TNA presents Slammiversary. This is the one. James Mitchell doing his promo now for the King of the Mountain.
5 minutes. One man leaves with the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Anarchy. Doomsday.
Click, click.
Boom. Click, click, boom. Okay. 8-man tag. Who's in it?
Well, AMW's music is playing, but
Bobby Roode's coming out. and Monty Brown. So I'm assuming AMW is also in this match.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm gathering. There's my girl, Gail.
You can buy the TNA Knockouts DVD coming out soon. Look at Demore hopping in the ring.
He hasn't had sugar, man. He's good. He's trying to show Rhino, dude, watch out. I'm ready.
Oh, the other side. They got AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. That was corny. They both took their hoods off at the same time.
Okay, look, that's how you know these guys are best friends.
That was funny.
This is gonna be so cool. Oh, great! I guess people in the crowd are doing it now too. Great. They have a neutralizer for Gail Kim. I forgot about that.
I don't even know who that could be.
Well, if you're Harrison Butker, the kicker for the Chiefs, it's probably a kitchen or something.
Oof.
You haven't heard about that?
Oh, I have the graduation thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, he's
Raven is
horrible.
Why is he limping?
I hope he's selling something. Or is he fucked up? Is he hurt?
That don't
Why
look
is he
good.
walking like that?
Jeez. And of course, Rhino is the last man.
And he's probably gonna run into the fucking ring.
Look, that's his entrance, dude.
Ready? Fucking book it.
And here we go. We're just going right at it.
Never slip.
I have one last note, Bob. There's a company in Japan called Big Mouth Loud, and they're running a show on June 18th. And apparently the promoter, whose name I don't know how to say, made a play to get AJ Styles. But of course, since it's the same day as the TNA show, that is impossible.
Like the Slammiversary?
Yeah. This company in Japan was like, we would like AJ Styles.
You don't think he could like no show the event?
Probably not. We got Raven and Bobby Roode in the ring here.
I have some indie notes here for AJ Styles. Now, we've already talked about the UWF stuff, but back on June 2nd, AJ Styles lost to Christian Cage in an NWA World Heavyweight Championship match for Northeast Wrestling in Danbury, Connecticut. And then, if you remember that children's benefit show back on June 3rd, Christian Cage again retained the title by defeating AJ Styles on that benefit show in Tom's River.
Nice.
Who else is on that show? All right. Christopher Daniels note. A couple of notes. Back on June 3rd, Christopher Daniels defeated BJ Whitmore at Ring of Honor's Destiny. And then on June 11th, Ring of Honor World Champion Bryan Danielson defeated Christopher Daniels for TWE When Worlds Collide in San Antonio, Texas. And then the last bit of news here is for Rhino. We're on June 11th. Rhino competed in a triple threat for the PTW Heavyweight Championship. Monty Brown, the champion, retained by defeating Eddie Venom and Rhino.
Storm just did a nice T-bone to AJ into the corner. Double suplex by AMW to Styles back into the ring. Bob, I recently found a pair of AJ Styles trunks it's those ones but in blue for sale. Would you like to guess the price on those?
What, like, when were the tights used?
It's probably around this time. They're those ones, but they're blue.
And someone's selling them?
Yeah.
900.
1,100.
Fuck.
They didn't have the price listed initially, and then I saw it and I was like, oh, they're pretty cool.
Demore. The main hype for Rhino is literally Demore.
I know. Well, because they remember the classic from way back when it was Jerry Lynn against D'Amore. So I think what it is we know we're going to have another 15-minute classic.
Yeah, and to be fair, Jerry hasn't even really shown his face much since that match.
I mean, that is kind of true. But, oh, nice enziguri by Styles. Roode falls flat on his face. We're at 38 minutes, 50 seconds. We have just minutes remaining in the show. Just under 4, if you're keeping count. Rhino cleaning house, punching AMW. Shoulder block to Roode in the corner. Double clothesline to AMW. But Monty Brown goes right after him. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Follow slam.
Impressive.
Well, not for long because Daniels just took him out with a shoulder block, and Raven came in and started beating up Chris Harris. Split like moonsault by Daniels outside the ring, taking out Monty Brown. Raven discus clothesline, taking out AMW here. Raven effect. Oh, last call. Or no, it was a drop kick, I guess, because they didn't. Was it, or was it the last call? No, I think it was the last call because everyone's doing the finishers now.
That's what I thought.
Northern Lariat was countered into the Pele, and Harris. Nope. Oh shit! Oh my god, he just turned a crucifix into the catatonic.
That was nice.
Wow, that was awesome. And then Daniels does an uppercut to just end this, apparently.
What's his hat? Oh, Demore.
Gore.
Why would Demore get on the apron? Oh, great. Rhino's going to chase after him. Get him, Rhino. Oh. Harris missing a clothesline. Daniels, Angel's wings. Is he going to pin him clean? No. One.
No, because Roode's there to break it up.
Rude. Jawbreaker. Yeah, Gail, get in there. Fucking tornado DDT. What the shit? Monty Brown, pounce. He hits it.
Holy shit.
No way.
Whoa, Monty Brown gets the pin.
What?
Roode, Alpha Male, and AMW get the win.
What about, okay, so Monty Brown pinned Danny. What? Why?
I don't know. It's actually more interesting. The team winning isn't the weird part. It's who did the pinning.
Right.
Wait, we're outside. Zbyszko is looking for the new face of TNA management out here.
I gotta find him in the parking lot. Oh, wait, is he in the car?
He just opened the door with like a shocked face and they cut to a highlight package. What the heck? We'll find out this Sunday. Okay, Bob, doing the highlight package here. What did you think about that show?
That wasn't bad.
I agree. I liked it.
Yeah.
We had a couple down moments on this March of Slammiversary, but in just a few days we have finally made it, and I think we came up on an upswing.
Yeah. Now, the question is, here in 2006, would I be inclined to purchase the show? and I'm feeling like I wouldn't.
Really?
Now I didn't anyway. In real time, I didn't. But with the context of like excitement and everything like that, I don't think so.
It's an interesting way to look at it. I see what you mean, though. I mean, the biggest thing that they're hyping up is King of the Mountain, which makes sense. But I feel like they've done a weird way of hyping that up that was kind of like took all the focus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But I feel like they're acting like Joe and Scott Steiner is the money match.
Right, they are, and I don't think it's connecting with me in the way that they want it to be presented. Like a must see of two guys that we've been clamoring for. I mean, I don't think that's really the case at all. But,
right. Yeah, I see what you mean though, but I'm hoping in our timeline here, it'll hold up, and I'm hoping it'll be a decent show. I mean, on paper, like I think it sounds good, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, so I'll just do a quick rundown for what we are knowing that we will see at Slammiversary. We have a 2-on-1 handicap match. Bobby Roode and Scott D'Amore taking on Rhino. A bingo hall brawl, which I would imagine is a street fight. Team 3D against James Gang. Kevin Nash taking on Chris Sabin. NWA World Tag Team Championship match. The Last Chance. AMW defending against AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. Samoa Joe against Scott Steiner. In our main event for the NWA World title, it's a King of the Mountain. Christian Cage, the champion, defending against Ron Killings, Sting, Jeff Jarrett, and Abyss. And all that comes to you and us on June 18th.
I'm so freaking ready, dude. I think it sounds pretty good on paper. We'll see.
We'll see how it plays out.
That's the important part.
Yeah. It's all about how they deliver it. So, all right. Join us for our next show, Slammiversary. For Dallas Gridley, I'm Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.